Are you a helicopter parent, or a helicopter friend, or a helicopter boss? So what does that mean? And why am I sitting in front of the pool? I got this idea this morning as I remember when I learned how to swim. And my dad, I don't know if this is old school or if it is something that you're familiar with, but I grew up in Quebec, and there was this trend, I guess in the 70s, that to teach kids how to swim, you would just throw them in the water and hope for the best, and they would manage, and that's how they would learn to swim. So my dad decided to do this, to my mom's horror, because she was like, oh, there's no way you're doing this to my children. So I was thinking that what is right, what is wrong, and I do work with a lot of corporations, and when employees or leaders or managers have problems with their teenage daughter or their teenage son, it is reflecting on their behavior at work. We don't leave our problems in the parking lot, and I've worked with a lot of people, helping them getting better communication with their kids. So the first rule is, yes, you need to throw them in the water, and as a child starts to swim, let's say that they're thrown in the river, and then they're drowning and they have a hard time, and you're there standing beside them on the river in your yacht. The yacht looks a lot more interesting and a lot more appealing than the little piece of wood that might show up in the river that the kid might just try to hang on to. And it's the same thing in life with people around you or with your friends. Sometimes you might have a friend that has a problem, and you might be there with your yacht. So instead of learning to swim, you welcome them onto your yacht, and they will never learn to swim. And your yacht is a lot more appealing. So if you do it for them, it's a lot more interesting, and it's a lot more easy for them, and they will not learn to swim. It's the same thing in corporation. I talked about helping leaders with their own kids, but I'm also talking about leaders with their own team. Very often, if you have a too hands-in approach, your staff will never learn how to swim. You have to let them make their mistakes. Even if you're like, well, there's no point of them making a mistake, it's gonna cost the company so much money. Yeah, but if you don't teach them and if they don't learn, they will cost a lot more money, because you will constantly have to do their job plus yours. And a lot of managers are totally stressed out and have anxiety and too much work because they don't delegate enough. So if you want your staff to learn how to swim, you have to let them learn how to swim, and stop pulling them on your yacht every single time that they have a problem. Now, a lot of there's a lot of research on the prefrontal cortex, and until 21 years old, kids are not able to make full decisions on their own because their prefrontal cortex is not fully developed. And I have to say that even in close to my 50s, I still make a lot of mistakes and the decisions that I make are not always ideal. However, we need a certain period and a certain support. So you still could be there on your yacht watching them learn to swim, and grabbing a little piece of wood and an old tree or something to help them survive. And if they're actually in danger to die, then you jump in, and then instead of pulling them on your yacht, you swim along beside them, and then you teach them how to maneuver with their hands. So instead of doing it for them, you go in the water, maybe with a buoy, and maybe you help them slowly. Maybe they put the little floaties. Remember when we used to wear the little floaties on our arms, or that balloon behind our back? So maybe you offer tools like that for people to to be able to make it easier for them to learn, but you don't pull them on your yacht, because otherwise they will never learn how to swim. Now, here are 3 things that I always say to kids, to friends, to whomever is in trouble. I always start with, you are really resourceful. I trust you. You will figure this out. You're really resourceful. I trust you, and you will figure this out. So these are the key elements to tell anyone who is in trouble, because you want to empower them to make their own decision. You want to empower them to swim instead of letting them know, oh, you should do this, you should do that, this is what you should do. So empower them by telling them, you're really resourceful. Let's go. You can do this. And I trust you, and you will figure this out. So make sure you're not a helicopter parent or a helicopter friend or a helicopter boss, and continue to teach people around you how to swim.